Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I'm your host, Joe the Panther Buttthird, and now from the top of Metal Mountain, in the middle of the mosh pit, it's the Happy Heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, International? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
I'm doing great. Another week of Long Island Wrestling Month. Could be better than the fun island wrestling. Could be the Island Boys. No, we're not.
Yeah.
Geek, want to introduce the guest?
So let's give a warm. What news?
You have any news? Any information? Anything fun happening with you? Any shows coming up or anything?
No. Just we got NYWC, which is this Saturday. It's the sideshow, and then you got VPW, and got Creative Pro, and then you got Psycho Circus, and you got Remarkable next month as well. All going to be banger shows. So, but let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to our guest today. He is Mr. Main Event, Sal Savelli.
Hey guys, glad to be here.
What's up?
Yeah, he was about to introducing you, and like as he did the introduction, before you came on screen, you're like, "Dang, coming in." I was like, he's like, you're coming through the curtain, and you didn't know where the slit was, and you're like, "I'm here." You got stuck in the curtain. It's like, help me out.
Always get stuck.
Just wrestlers, we just roll with it. They'll find they know how to walk through a curtain. They do it every show. Oh no, Geek. He's stuck in the curtain.
I got there was the fence with the curtain, and my tights got caught on the fence. So there was a weird awkward moment where I got like tugged back and forth, and the curtain half out. I was like, oh man.
Aren't you glad you didn't have that moment that you didn't notice that you were stuck on the fence and you just kept going, and all of a sudden you hear shh, and you're like,
I would have been so mad.
Yeah.
Why am I cold all of a sudden? Why are the girls all going, oh, and the kids are like, Mommy, look.
Yeah. No, thank God it didn't happen now.
Yeah. And NYWC is having a big weekend like next month, man. You got Psycho Circus and you got Remarkable next month, man, which is going to be 2 back-to-back crazy shows.
Yeah, definitely. We have Remarkable. That's going to be Friday the 24th. And then Circus is going to be the 25th on Saturday. And actually, I'm pretty sure we have another show. I'm not sure which company is running, but Sunday. So there might be an announcement for this show. There might not be. I don't know if they finalized it, but it's going to be probably three shows in a row.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys doing like a WrestleMania weekend deal right there. Like, that's going to be ridiculous.
Around circus time, it's always busy. You know, you're always doing multiple promotions because everybody knows that the circus is coming up. So they just want to promote their show, and they want to book their show for that weekend. So the information is all out there, for them.
Yeah, that's the one thing we love about the indie scene, especially on Long Island, because you guys, it's such a big market over there in Long Island to get like your group's name out there. Like for you guys being on Long Island, because we have fans from all over the world. What is it like wrestling with a group like NYWC that's been around forever?
It's pretty cool. We have a lot of the guys from the past that come out, and they kind of every once in a while they get the booking. They come out. It's cool to share the locker room with them, and we learn something for the night working with somebody from a higher level. But ever since the pandemic and we came back from COVID, we actually kind of reset the roster from all the guys that were starting out before the pandemic. Now they're the main eventers at the top guys on our show today. So it's kind of like really nice to have them come back every once in a while, but now we're the main guys. So we're kind of like rebranded, if you will, you know?
Yeah. And you recently turned heel at the NYWC, if you want to talk about that too, you know?
Definitely. Last December of 2021, I turned heel, and ever since then, it kind of opened up doors for more opportunities for bookings because I work more fluently as a heel. I found myself. It's kind of like routine. When you turn, you find yourself in your turn, and then there's a new reaction of the crowd. It's like one of the easiest things if you want a character change. But since heel, it set up last year's Psycho Circus match. I was on Joey Conway's team for the circus match, and then I ran through a tournament for what we call the Heart and Soul Cup Memorial tournament for Crusher Dugan, who was a part of NYWC. He sadly passed away. But as a heel, running through the tournament and actually getting to the finals and losing to my arch rival, Jaden Val, the guy I turned heel against, it set up a good story, you know?
Yeah, because you guys are like tag partners, and it's such a great story that you guys know each other so very well, and that's just amazing to see you two wrestle in the ring against each other. And I think you guys wrestled as faces as well. I think it was it last year? I believe it was the match with
2021. We did a best of 3 series. We both won one, and our third match, it ended in a no contest because there was an interruption of the match. Definitely.
Yeah. So also you. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Sorry, go on. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway.
Now you forgot. So recently you also worked a New Japan with the SATs. Now, what was that like, and what experience was that like going into that, man?
Bro, that was crazy. That was the first time I did extra work, and just being there was super weird because we got in the venue super easy. We were just dressed really nice, and we had bags, and the guy was like, "Are you here for New Japan?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he just let us in without checking IDs. I guess because we looked nice and looked the part.
Geek, we need to get dressed, get suit. I already have a suit. No, now this is hilarious because just my brain just got the light bulb over it, like the evil from like Home Alone 2 when the Kevin's the credit card stolen. For Christmas, my mom bought me a nice shiny blue jacket to wear during interviews. Now I'm saying this on podcast and someone's gonna freaking hear me and it's gonna be ruined. But Geek, you get a suit jacket, get a dress shirt. We just show up at New Japan. We're in. Because these glasses look like I look like an anime character. Like, oh my god, I saw you on Ikimado. What?
Listen, man, it works for us. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't work. But
probably not. Probably not. Knowing me and Joe won't work.
Well, work for me. They'll like I hang out with frat guys in college. I speak ape. Big scary guys. Oh, you have a cool shirt. You're in. And then Geek's like, me too. Just him. But he's the same. He does interviews with me. He's a liar. All he is a podcaster. Geek, I'm in.
It was definitely funny. We got in. It was cool, funny. We laughed about it. But being in there, you know, at first you just go in there and we're just like hanging out and making sure that we're out of the way, but also experiencing everything. But when it was time for the SATs to call their match, to be a part of putting that together and being in the sea of all these superstars, it was really surreal. So it was just a moment.
Cool. That's awesome.
So if you want to talk Remarkable, we could talk Remarkable because that was a stacked show, and that show definitely delivered. You know?
Yeah, that show was really good. We had a lot of innuendos for NYWC. We had the 6-way. I think 4 of the competitors were NYWC people, and Tommy Rant eventually won that. I think it was a really good match. They put it together really well. I like the gauntlet Alvin Alvarez, really, I love his stuff. He did amazing. Gabriel Sky's match.
Him and Desmond.
Yeah. Oh man, it was really good. And then eventually our match that we had fun.
And that tag title match was absolutely amazing too, man. The Miracle Generation and Fight or Die was absolutely incredible. So
yeah, definitely. That was the one match I didn't get to see the entire thing because we had the ladder match to go over.
Yeah,
but I watched a little bit. It was a really good match.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it on Instagram. I kind of posted some of the clips from that ladder match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw the compilation. Yeah.
Joe made the compilation. I just sent him like
I didn't know because all the clips are good, and I'm like, what if I put the wrong clip first? And like you like that I did that first, and then you did the other one wrong.
Yeah, I don't think anybody noticed. Nobody noticed it.
I don't know. I don't want people to be like, Marla, Joey Conway is like, I wasn't in the clips, so this sucks. I could see him.
Man, Joey's just killing it as a heel right now. If you want to talk about Joey, man.
Good job.
Dude.
We need. Have you ever heard of the indie promotion in Jersey, ISPW?
Yes.
I'm close. That's close to me because I live in Pike County, PA. Mm-hmm. That's another promotion that's really killing it right now. They use a lot of like old school indie wrestlers with a lot of old WWF people. They're doing a show in May. They're doing an 80s con.
Oh wow!
They're doing another 80s con. I think it's like their third one. Yeah, it's a third. And after the show, they're doing like a real show. And I'm like, Alpha Junior's gonna be in it. Powers of Pain's gonna be in it and stuff like that. So
that's sick.
I don't know if they ever need anybody to help that day. If you're not busy, like give them a buzz. They're good people. And
it's definitely sick. It's gonna be stacked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how'd you get your start in the business, Sal?
I was basically just looking up wrestling. I guess training. I think I just looked up wrestling training, wrestling seminars on YouTube. I used to watch a lot of Billy Gunn or Matt Stryker seminars that they posted. But then I looked up wrestling schools near me, and it turned out to be like NYWC was 15 minutes away from my house. I think the very first independent wrestling match I've ever seen was Man Bun Jesus winning the Fusion title for the first time. He beat Big O. So then I think that was the summer. Yeah, it was the summer of 2018 that I saw it. And then September 18th was my first day of training. I walked in with my dad, watched training, said, okay, I like what I see. We just, got started. And ever since then, I've been kicking at it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to talk Man Bun Jesus, man, and what happened with Dolly. She put it right in the casket right there.
Listen, this is the heel Mr. Main Event speaking. I loved every bit of it. I thought it was amazing, hilarious. Every time I see Man Bun Jesus, he's actually fifth Chris in the building now. Every time I see fifth Chris just brutally dominate somebody, it's amazing. I love it. I get an entertainment out of it. So hats off to fifth Chris or Man Bun Jesus.
As I told Joe, I'm like, he basically buried her. He's like, what? And he's like, yeah, he put her right in the casket, closed the casket.
Yeah, we saw we got the clip. Geek's the one that made that clip. So if you want that clip, we'll send it to you. It's Geek's video. He made it. He did the video.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he sent it to me. I didn't really watch it because I was laying in bed and stuff like that. And then I watched it where I posted. I was like, damn, he gave her a Death Rally driver. Holy crap.
Yeah.
He's broken.
Yeah. Definitely. Put her right in the casket too, so.
At least he put her in a comfy place. Like, he put her in a comfy on a... Think about it, Geek. Sally put her in a comfy, cozy blanket, like a big blanket. Put her in a big, comfy burrito, whatever they would call a coffin. I don't know.
As long as it was comfortable, you know?
Yeah, it's a pillow. There's a pillow in there. It's like a mattress with a pillow and stuff like that.
I've never been in a casket, so I can't say yes or no. So I'll just say.
I guess I have to ask him when I come to the show. Like, man,
I mean, you can ask Man Bun. You can ask Man Bun what it's like to be in a casket.
Oh my god! I just thought of an interesting way. If when we go back to NYWC show, Geek, we'll do an interview with Man Bun and have him in the coffin and be like, "Excuse me, sir, can I talk to you?" And have him like this, and then him open his eyes, and I'm like,
I think they rent the coffin, Joe.
that looks, that's a weird thing. If it's rented, then you're laying in something that somebody like was laying in for a funeral, and then they took the body out.
I can say this: that coffin is owned by Man Bun Jesus.
What?
Wow.
Joey Conway. That is their casket.
Oh shoot! Oh my god!
It is their casket.
So is their Halloween prop in their yard? Like for like.
I think they used it for the casket match.
All we know is one day it was at the building. They got it for their match. It's theirs.
Huh.
Wow.
That's an interesting thing. Like you go to their house for like a party and there's a big cooler and they open it. I'm like, guys, where's the beer? They open the casket and there's like ice buckets in the coffin. I'm like, that's something you don't see every day. There you go. You gotta tell the boys if they have a party, that's the perfect place to stick the beer, the buckets with the ice in the coffin.
Oh my god.
Joey's gonna be like, that was Joe, wasn't it? That fucking wacko.
It's like I hate him.
I hate him. Those glasses.
and it's like, don't feel bad, Joe. He hates everybody.
I'm like, he hates
me.
Yeah. I'm sad. I think I'm sad. I'm kicking the rock down the street. He hates me. Geek. Joe, he hates everybody. Good. Okay.
Man. So who are some of your dreams?
Sorry, Geek. You go and then I'll
go. No. I went already. I thought.
So, is there any stipulated match that if your promoter or anybody came up to you and said, "I want to do this match for you today," would you be like a intergender or like a really crazy, like almost like a hardcore match? Is there any matches you would be like, I don't know if I want to do it?
If it is in the best interest of business and keeps everyone, I guess, fresh and okay afterwards, then I'm willing to do it. You can work a match any way possible and just come out okay. So if it's good for business and good for everybody involved, I mean, I'm almost down for everything.
Okay.
Like, Joe, you need a casket, Thunderfeet said.
I would say, yeah, just have it take away my beautiful wooden bed and just have it with little panthers on it and little like the fake modeling girls and put it on my bed and I wake up like all comfy and cozy in my bed. And
that'd be like a prop Dante Drago would have. Oh, where am I gonna put the
imagine
beer?
that bringing a girl home and she's like, "Where are we gonna lay tonight, baby?" Right here. And then you just hear the car, you hear the reverse. I guess I didn't make anybody happy. Like, as long as it's comfortable. Like, all right, next question.
I'm like, all right, who's your dream opponent?
Oh,
we would love to face you.
Yeah, some of the boys and I were talking about this last night. For some reason, even though I'm not really flippy, just Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And everyone knows him. Like growing up, everyone when I was like watching it, they were like, "Oh, you're gonna be Rey Mysterio one day." So I guess Rey Mysterio and definitely Brock Lesnar. Definitely Brock.
Yeah. Two matches I could see. One would be Bryan Danielson, would be absolutely amazing.
Oh, that would be sick.
You and Bryan Danielson, I think, would tear it up, man. You know, because you both got that submission moves, man. So I think that and maybe you and Shibata would be really good too.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question.
I don't know why. I just see.
Go on, Geek. After your chuckle.
Okay. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to do that. After your last sentence, I'll ask my question. You done?
Go ahead.
Okay. Who from the past of NYWC would you like to wrestle and why?
Ooh.
Like one of those forbidden doors that they don't wrestle anymore that you would want to bring them back from the past, when they were younger.
That's a good question, actually. Well, I think only because he hasn't come back yet, and he's still signed. Drew Gulak.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Definitely, because he's just he's obviously amazing. Everybody knows it, that he's just untouchable when it comes to teaching actual wrestling and working. So definitely Drew Gulak.
That would be an awesome match though. You and Drew Gulak, I think you guys would tear that match apart, man. That would be remarkable, no pun intended.
Really hyped up.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this, and it just got me hyped.
Joe, thanks a lot. You know, it'd be remarkable. Hey guys. So for us, I don't know if you know this, Sal, but Geek and I are like old school NYWC fans. That's why I chimed in that question.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
How long, Geek? Like 20-something years now, right? Or is it 30?
Oh, since 04. I think 04, probably.
Yeah, 04. Yeah, we've been fans of NYWC since 04.
Yeah, it's crazy because it was like founded or started like 2001.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's wild.
You were at one of the Psychos. Was it one of the first or the original ones, Geek? Psycho Circus?
No, it's probably the third or fourth one, probably.
Yeah. The match that the table didn't break.
There was a story we heard from a wrestler that was been on a podcast. Told us a story that it's like it was a real table. It was no prop table, and the wrestlers thought it was the prop table, and they no names though, but they've been on our podcast. They told the story, and they said, "You know what? This is not the prop table." And he's like, "What? You're kidding me, right?" It's like, "No, this is gonna hurt really, really bad. I'm sorry."
It's like he went down and he was just like, "Oh."
No. Yeah, a lot of stuff, man. When you're in there and you kind of like, I get, especially in the gimmick matches and spot fests, I get like tunnel vision. I know exactly what I have to do. If you pick up the wrong prop, you have to go through with it. You have to. Because like today, remarkable. I was supposed to climb a second ladder to do the cutter, and there's like my friends in the crowd who are other wrestlers. They're screaming from the crowd, "It's broken! It's broken! Don't like, be careful!" So then I threw the ladder, and then I climbed the same one Tommy was on, and I remember saying to him, "I'm coming up. We're doing it. We have to." And it turned out pretty good. It was a good spot. But
I heard them chanting, "It's broken." I'm like, "Oh, yeah. Great."
Yeah, no, I definitely heard. I was like, I'm so happy I heard them, because that spot definitely would have been very dangerous if I did climb the other ladder.
But
it was
you still
threw Tommy into, so it broke the bottom like peg and a couple of rungs.
Yeah, but you still pulled off the RKO though, and it looked. By the way, that looked beautiful, dude. That RKO was looked amazing. By the way,
thank you. Yeah, we were very happy with it.
Every spot in that match was absolutely amazing, though. Yeah,
I remember looking up trying to catch the spots because I was very excited to see him. So I remember, like, I'd look up, I'd see it, I'd be very happy I saw it, and I'd go back down.
Yeah.
So, is there any other independent wrestler from like in America or Long Island or anywhere in the country that you've been watching on YouTube or Instagram and you're like, I want to wrestle them?
Oh, definitely. I've been trying to get this match against the ST. I just, because we're always at the same bookings with each other and very good friends. I just really want to work the SAT and just have a banger. Get two partners, specifically my boy Jaden Vallow. I want to team with him and then just tear the heck down, because when we were tagging, we had chemistry. It was like unmatched.
Yeah, the SATs are awesome. They've been on our podcast twice, so those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're sick, bro.
And I'm like, I keep trying to beg them. I'm like, maybe you could talk to him. Tell him, Joe Panther III, please if you can, try to come to do some shows in Milford, Pennsylvania, guys. They have wrestling fans here. They don't just watch NASCAR.
Yeah, definitely.
Yay. No. I'm like, is it? I said to someone one time, a wrestler that lives around here, and I go, is Milford a black hole for wrestling? or is it like a dirty diaper? They see it and they run. I'm like, we're wrestling fans. Is it a secret society here? If you say you watch wrestling, it's just like, and then they start fading away like what's the name? Snapped his fingers. So,
Thanos.
yeah, Thanos.
That.
It's like you watch wrestling. It just starts fading away. You see as the blacks of their eyes is fading away. It's like, no.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Last of Us TV show yet? If you haven't checked it out.
I've not.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah, I hear some good things. There's a girl I work with was raving about it today. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad I got HBO. Oh my god." And she says it goes to detail, like it hits certain things and it doesn't hit other things, but it's really good.
Okay.
And
I
it's by
saw it
HBO.
last night. I'm like, I was hooked.
Yeah, check it out.
He must have been up. He must have been up all night, Sal. That's why he's like, hot, hot, hot.
Me and him both. I had a weekend full of bookings.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Yeah. We're glad you're getting booked, dude. That's just amazing.
Thanks.
You know?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
trying here.
Yeah.
That in itself right there, Sal, it's like when the pandemic happened, when we started the podcast, it's one thing me and Geek freaked out about the most. Like we worried about the owners, but like we knew that we'll come around. I worried about you guys getting your bookings back.
Yeah,
like
it was a big concern because right before the pandemic, all the indie guys were getting signed, so it was very exciting because it's like, okay, spots are opening, let's do this. Pandemic happened, everyone gets released, and then a lot of companies don't run for a while, so we were all like, thank God NYWC, is a family, and they just kept on booking shows. It was something to look forward to starting of July 21. So it was something to look forward to. And then slowly everything started opening back up, and now it's as if like nothing ever stopped, so it's very, we're all very happy that we have these opportunities now.
Awesome.
Definitely. Yeah. So did you guys, I think it was Joey also, but did you work the Impact Gut Check, or that was just Joey?
Yeah, no, me, Joey, and Jaden drove all the way to Columbus together, had a tryout, and it was an experience. Yeah, it was a fun weekend overall.
Yeah. Because I think I saw something with Joey saying, "Wow, you guys made it to Impact the Gut Check. That's freaking amazing. I'm so happy for you guys, man."
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah,
like surreal. Every time you do something, it's like a little check off the box,
Yeah,
definitely. So Sal, what would you say your favorite food is?
Favorite food? It's I don't know, man. I'm on a little burrito kick at the moment. I love burritos.
Have you been to Lucharitos or?
I went to Lucharitos that night of the first remarkable booking I had. I can't anything or not. If I got anything, I probably picked off of somebody else's plate.
I was there today, so
yeah.
You're like you were doing like the mom. Yeah. No, that's poisonous. You can't eat that. No,
yeah. It's like, let me just taste it real quick, make sure it's okay.
And then you go, I need the whole bowl. Taste test those whole nachos, Joe. Sorry. What?
Yeah.
Next up.
What gets you ready for a match exactly?
Being like working towards like an end goal of the story or the payoff, even if we're like months in advance, it's always the payoff. I love the payoffs. I love building to the finishes and the ultimate reaction of the people. So the vision of what we're going for, that by itself gets me going. And then when we eventually get to the moment, I'm just all pumped up and hyped up, and I just get in my zone. Like when I'm in front of the curtain, it's like that's it. You're 100% invested before you even go out, and you're hooked. All adrenaline.
That's the best part of it. Like you guys are building to do something really cool in a show, and you guys are planning it out beforehand and stuff like that, and then it gets to that moment, and the only thing you guys want to hear is a pop, like. We know during the pandemic, you guys are doing the recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Did that affect the way you did things in the ring? That there was nobody outside the ring, like fans actually doing the pop, the cheer for you guys, or no?
So I wasn't doing the videos. I did one pre-taping, but it was towards the end. It was like right before we came back. I was actually in Tennessee. I went to Dr. Tom Pritchard and Kane's wrestling school. So I didn't really have too much experience of wrestling in front of literally only a camera and a dark arena. But I do know what it's like to wrestle in front of like 5 people. It's almost equivalent. It's actually more awkward. So like that in that case to answer the question, it's weird. It's just you gotta get through it. It's as if you're a band and you get a gig and literally 10 people show up and the bar is huge and everything is empty except for these 10 people. You still need to put like 110% into your performance. Even though it's awkward, you just gotta get through it. And then and the next day.
Yeah, it's. I think a wrestler the other day told us that it's like wrestlers are always prepared for that because when you're in training, you're always wrestling in front of nobody or sparring in front of no one, and that's basically like working in front of a pandemic. It's like the same thing basically.
Yeah,
because you're working in front of no one. So
yeah, it's definitely something different.
We have 2 questions in the chat. Right.
Do you have any funny stories from backstage?
Yeah.
That won't get you in trouble.
No, this won't get me in trouble. We were just in the locker room at NYWC. So the locker room shares the same wall as one of the Hall of Fame walls on the same side of the stage. So where you see the ECW brick wall for the entrance, behind there is Gorilla. To the left is the locker room. That wall's Hall of Fame. So there was a cuffed and caged match. And for those that don't know the rules, basically the cage is set up on the outside, ringside, and you have to handcuff your opponents inside the cage. So it was a tag team match, and there was a spot where it was a spear through like the cage wall, but it hit the wall. So on the fan side, you just see them go into the wall, a huge hole. On the locker room side, one of the wrestlers was sitting, and they moved over. I got up from that side. 30 seconds later, a big hole just gets broken up out of nowhere. We're all just talking, and boom, the wall explodes, and we all look over, and it's like someone's head is like right here, and the hole's right here, and they that I just started like laughing so hard, but I was like brand new, so I didn't know if anybody was gonna get in trouble or not. But you know, stuff happens. But yeah, that was actually so funny.
That is funny.
Oh God!
Yeah,
these small little buildings on Long Island, they build them in 5 days, and then it's just like, oh, that building's gonna have some defaults. No, it'll be fine. You'll see.
Another thing that surprised me at the Remarkable show was when Desmond turned heel. I was not expecting that at all, and
yeah, bro,
he pulled it off well.
Bro, listen, man. Just when like you think you know what's happening, you don't.
No, right?
Nope.
No.
And that promo, man, was fire that he cut afterwards. You know.
Hats off to Desmond. Actually, I really did enjoy his performance that night.
And that's another great match, man. Have you ever wrestled Desmond or?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Man,
that'd be an interesting match.
Either you and Desmond, or man, you and Desmond, or you and Gabriel Sky would be a fire match.
Yeah, man. Just we're so like close locally with these promotions that it can happen. So you never say never. Obviously, it's cliche, but it could definitely happen, and I'm definitely down for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Have
do
you
you have
ever?
any? Sorry,
sorry, Geek, go on.
I cut you off, Joe. My
I got
Wi-Fi
the
is.
question in the chat. I don't know if he answered the one from our mod because her head's gonna explode. But do you have any pets, or if you do, we could always welcome on panel.
I have a dog. He's like 10 years old. He's 10. He's not super old, but he's at that point where he's just he's chilling. He's still moving around, which is cool, But he's just like gave up all the chewing stuff, gave up all like he's always been potty trained, But every accident here and there, he just gave all that up. He's like, I'll just make everyone's life easy now. He just hangs out on the bed.
That's the fun part of it. All right.
Do you have any social medias or?
Yeah, I got Twitter
or upcoming shows.
Yeah, I got Twitter. It's savelli, and then Facebook I use for friends and family, or if I do promotions, their group pages. So the Facebook is kind of private, and then my Instagram is basically I use 24/7. It's savelli_special. Trying to get to like 1,000 followers. I'm at like 830, I think. Just the small goals.
Yeah. We'll try to get to 1,000 on YouTube. It's so freaking hard to get to 1,000 on YouTube.
So simple. Now it's like no. All these guys that started with YouTube and girls that started with YouTube that are at 1,000 already at the check mark and everything, and we're just barely jumping on that.
Yeah, it's just a different time. I know Twitch has overtaken YouTube over the past like 3 years. But yeah, YouTube used to be popular for every single like content creator, fan, viewer, everything.
Exactly. And now it's like you can't even get one view on YouTube. It's like, come on, YouTube, because the algorithm is like so compact and you can't even get one viewer. It's just annoying.
Weird.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming shows or
I got the NYWC sideshow, definitely. And then every Tuesday, it's announced for every Tuesday, every second. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's every second Thursday of the month. Outlaw Wrestling is in Queens, Queens Brewery over in Ridgewood. So we got that in February, and Psycho Circus, obviously February 25th. March 31st is going to be Wrestling Is Now, the SAT's promotion. So just a couple.
I was looking into that. Actually, showed my dad, and he's like, "Okay, find out how far away." It's like 2 hours and something minutes from me. One of their shows.
Yeah, Jersey. I think that the last one we did was in Jersey, the first one, and then this one, I'm assuming it's going to be in the same area. So
yeah.
I forgot where it was in Jersey, and I was like, "Damn it has to be 2 hours and something." Come to Milford, guys, please.
Or Long Island. Long Island too.
Yeah.
I want to see them come here. I want to tell my dad, be like, "Dad, these are the SATs." Okay.
But
that'll be my dad.
I think that they are, they can like announce that they're going to like Philly 1 month, and then 3 months later they can say we'll be in Connecticut. They're still going to draw. I fully believe those guys are attractions and draws that people are going to follow them, and different areas want to see them. So I think it'll be really good.
Those guys are amazing, man, and they're killing it right now. And I'm so happy that they're back too. So yeah, we're on a hiatus for a while.
Yeah, they're good people, and they put on good shows.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So with that, Sal, thanks so much for taking the time out for coming on the podcast, man.
I appreciate it.
Man, me and Joe were so happy you came on the podcast. So.
I was like, "Oh, we got you." I was thinking, okay, something's gonna come up or something like that, but I know. Good. And
Sal's a busy guy.
We were going East Coast. We're doing East Coast Wrestling Month in March, so we may hit you up again if you're not busy.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. Just hit me up, and we'll talk about it. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
I'm the Metal Geek.
I'm Joe Panther III.
I'm Mr. Main Event, Salvatore Savelli.
And we will catch you in the next one.